Hello everyone, this is Benny Snow, No Holds Bar, episode 4, and it's a big privilege and a big, massive privilege to these guys to give up their Sunday. Sunday's a family day. Give up your roast dinner, give up watching the England game, give up chilling with the missus, yeah? To come down to Fate FM and to be on here. MC Kie and MC Fizzy, give them a round of applause. Now, I wanted to start this properly, and I thought, you know what? Because I'm one of them ones I quote, I check. You've got to do. You've got guests coming on. You've got to do it. Professionalism is the major key. And I thought, I'm going to start with this line. Excuse the pun. I guess it's time for action. Boom, boom, boom.
Take two.
I guess it's time for action.
Boom, 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 selection.
So, we want to go. I've known you guys for years, yeah.
Don't worry, he's gonna try that next time when there's 100 people in the room.
Flyby, probably like I've done my research on Flyby, I've done my research on Genius Group. I know that these two guys, let's get Fizzy Dog and MC Clyde, have had 2 top 10, top 20 hits, yeah. They've had tunes in the top charts. They've been #1 in the dance charts, yeah. And their tracks Flyby, Genius Crew, Boom, boom, boom selection. Let's give them a round of applause for that first, yeah? Because you know what?
Appreciate it. Appreciate the love. You get me?
Because back then, garage weren't getting the world renowned. Then it was your guys' tunes come out. So I'll say the era of the More Fires, the Flybys, the Genius Group, the Soul Solid, the Heartless Group, the Pay As You Go. And then it sort of goes. You guys were the first ones to actually implement vocals, spitting tunes. Because it was more soulful then, it was going through that, and then it came out sort of 94, 95, then we're getting to the 2000s. That's when it started to get more lyrical. And to me, that was like, that was very, groundbreaking and inspiration. I did say with Aussie B, I'll see them man on a Monday, be on radio, and then next week they're on Top of the Pops.
Amazing.
It was crazy. So, our first question I want to ask is, where did your names come from? Why did your MC name? And was it your first MC name?
Yeah.
Want to go first, Fizz?
You know what? I just tell it. It's basically back in the day.
Like bubbly.
I was with the olders and that.
Yeah.
We used to go out, and I was like, there was only a select few youngers that were allowed around the olders. If you had a kind of like older kind of mentality,
the oldest
they would
and
have you
youngers to
around.
respect.
Yeah, because obviously olders expect you to move a certain way.
Yeah, do.
But because I already had like older brothers, etc., I kind of knew how to move. So it was kind of a natural occurrence. So we'd go out, and then I'd see next man, I'd be thinking, oh, then, why them man, they got champagne and we ain't got no champagne in our corner?
Yeah.
You understand? This time I ain't really got 2 pennies to rub together, so I'm kind of like, that's on you, man.
I used to actually fill my bottle back up. I ain't gonna lie. I used to go there and drink my bottle and put water in it. I'm so ashamed. I'm not gonna afford it, the 4 bottles and 10 bottles later in the night, but
Straight up.
by yourself?
I shocked a lot of people on this one, bro.
It's not shame.
I'm going to show you something.
Yeah?
My driving licence.
No way.
Yeah.
So is that Swish?
The driving license.
Driving licence. Surname's Mackay. My surname's Mackay. So just broke it down.
How did the collab? So you and Sparks, R.I.P. We've got to send a big shout out to Sparks.
Yeah, love to Sparks.
And like Flyby, massive tune. We'll start on Flyby first. How did you guys come together? Were you brethren before? Were you running the scene? Were you on radio? Were you doing something? Were you man just click? Like, were you like, yeah, do you know what? We've got something. Like, was it love of music, or was you fell in love?
We met out in the club circuit.
Yeah.
And when you just meet people.
Yeah.
And that's your guy, you know what I mean? It just, you get on, have great combos, laughed all the time. Sparks was a man that would laugh on a regular basis, always had antics and that. Always, it always got something going on, and he was looking for a break in the scene, similar to Charlie Brown, because him and Charlie Brown were tight brethren. R.I.P. Charlie Brown. And then basically, I've done this many years ago and I still do it to today. I always embrace people into this scene and industry. I said, Sparks, you may not be getting the breaks and bookings, but I'm going to bring you on the stage with me, whether the promoters like it or not.
Wow. So you actually...
And I broke down... I broke down boundaries, but credit to Sparks. He had the ability. Yeah. He had the confidence. I believed in him, and a lot of people believed in him. Another guy that also helped him out massively was Martin Lana. At Liberty. So Lana's got to get his props as well. So yeah, between Lana, you know, certain people around that clique.
Yeah.
And we did that, and then, funnily enough, when you're speaking of Flyby and how we made Flyby, so Flyby was all about us just rolling in and out of venues, radio stations, circumstances.
Yeah.
So I already had the concept of the name, but funnily enough,
Tune.
no. So check this out now.
Yeah.
The tune was made by accident.
No way.
The tune was made by accident. I do lots of voiceovers, TV voiceovers, radio. I was booked in a studio to do a voiceover, and Sparks was booked to make a tune with T-Bone.
Yeah. Shouts out T-Bone.
Big up T-Bone. With another MC.
No way.
The other MC didn't show.
No way.
So I was there. And it was a question of, you two just bounce a tune.
Yeah.
And I thought, right, we always...
Who took the reins? Did you have something he was going to do? And you go, nah, because it sounds like you're both on it together, but it sounds like you started.
No, do you know what? I credit everybody, including T-Bone. A tune is like sometimes marinating and cooking food, right?
Yeah.
Everyone brought 100%.
Yeah, it was just a day.
To the table, and it was ideas, concepts. Yeah, that works. I'll give everyone credit, but the concept, because I already knew a Flyby, it was a thing of the F, the L, the Y.
Yeah.
Was that too simple?
No.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know what?
A, B, C, D.
If you could, you know what some said to me, a wise man in the scene, he said, if you can't remember the name of the tune, but you can remember the chorus, you've won. You've seen the lyrics.
So fun, you know, 20 odd years later, it worked a treat.
I still do it.
It worked a treat, and
every Friday on Kiss.
Yeah, well, you know,
hundreds, all them.
You know,
tune as well. There'll be, you know, the them tunes are just they're cemented in our history.
Yeah, well, making a record. One of the most important parts of the record is the chorus.
Yes.
And the concept of the song. So as soon as we had the chorus and the hook, the rest of the lyrics, most of those lyrics were lyrics that we were singing in clubs anyway.
Do you know my favourite bar? The King of Surprise one.
Really?
Hey, King of Surprise! I love you. I want for that. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what? Before we go into the questions again, I'd just like to pick up our sponsor, Vaporworth.
I thought he was going to say he's got a Kinder Egg. I was waiting for it, you know.
I'd just like to say big up Vaporworth. So we're going to check them out, Stoke Newton High Street. We've got, our theme today is Turkey. And because I've got, you know, Binger on, so we got Reverend Turkey, we've got the same jackets. Look. So obviously the theme today was Turkey. And because of Ramadan and what's going on in Turkey right now with the earthquakes and that, we didn't put no alcohol in respect for Ramadan. We know where it is. But you bought some sweets.
That's lovely. It's lovely.
Yeah?
It's baklava. They know it's been many times Greece.
Yes, I have.
So why is giving that the sweets? Can I go on to Fizzy, Genius Crew? It was another one as well. These tunes were like on the box. They were doing the MCGs. They were like the ones like, you know, how did Genius Crew come about? How did the tune come about? And the story behind how it, that same kind.
So,
how it.
do you know what? It's actually mad. Like, basically, my brother's the producer.
Okay.
Yeah. Keflon's my cousin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Keflon.
Sean T, my brother's friend.
No way.
Yeah.
What band did you grow up in?
So, Brixton.
Brixton, yeah. Sad boys in here.
Yeah.
Not for the temps today, right?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
South London, Lewisham.
Trust me. So literally.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
It was a thing like, I was literally in my house. Yeah.
Wow.
Chilling. Nice one. Appreciate it. Something a little different, man.
Sorry, Fizz.
Thank you.
So, look, they're having their food. Yeah. So I like the name Genius.
Yeah.
Because it's quite. It's like
Very nice.
I thought it's well marketable. It's like a genius, right? You can't get better than a genius. You know what I'm saying? The genius is the most intellectual connoisseur, the man who's a genius.
So that's literally
very intriguing.
Yeah, that was literally the mindset. It was kind of like, do you know what? Lyrically, like we want to be bringing something that's genius. We want to be bringing something that's different.
Love it.
To the scene.
Yeah.
So that was the whole concept behind the classical sample, and even the way that tune was made. If you listen to that track, it's got a different kind of a vibe behind it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like, right, let's do what's happening now. let's do something different.
Yeah.
Something that makes sense, but something that's different.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So,
It's in Genius Group.
so how did it?
How many's in Genius Group?
So there's 5 of us.
5 of us.
Yeah, there's 5 of us. So it's Sean T, Capone,
Yeah.
Trimmer,
Yeah.
Keflon, and myself.
Are you still? Because I know you're sort of repping it all the time and out there doing the show, PX, and do that. Is it one of the ones that some of them have gone down a family route? Some of them are like, you know,
Yeah, but Matt's doing this.
or is it because it's hard to keep a group? I was in a group, like 8 of us.
Yeah.
You know, trying to keep 8 people happy on the same.
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
Surprised.
Those things are lovely. Swear, brother.
So the shoot got made. So your brother was the producer. You was probably the shooter. How did it go then? How did it get? Did you radio edit it? Did you go out to the radio?
Yeah, so basically,
Did it go? Was it 101?
basically, it was a thing where I was on radio before that. I was on Supreme and Delight.
Yeah.
I used to literally go to like Neutrino's house, sit down, we sit down and write bars.
Yeah.
You get me? And I remember he had a tune. Do you know what? I was always spitting. So I was spitting on drum and bass before.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to go up to Night Youth Club, right? And you know, I used to be around a couple man like Twin, Lucino, and then obviously I had my bashment side. So I'd have like different groups of friends that listen to different sorts of things.
Yeah.
But because I was such a multi.
South rolled together, East rolled together. Even though we come to the club together, but you had the South sound,
Yeah.
the East sound. It was mad.
Yeah, definitely. But I feel like my sound comes from dancehall because I used to listen to dancehall stage shows and all that.
Yeah.
So like your Stone Love, like all of them things. I remember like the Beanie Man and Bounty Killer first sound clash.
Yeah.
That's why you hear my stuff's inspired, like boom, boom, boom selection. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So it was always that. So when me and you used to kind of write and stuff, you know, I remember him going, telling me he's got a tune out and that.
Yeah.
And then next thing I see his tune licking it down.
Yeah.
And I was like, right, I got a tune as well.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, okay, cool. But he didn't really know about what was going on. You get me? Then all of a sudden, like, the tune started blowing up on the madness. So, you know, I remember record companies and that were kind of like fishing around on a little bit of a madness, you know. Obviously, they saw the tune kind of blowing up on a different scale and they knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah? So all of a sudden...
figures come out, yeah?
Do you know what?
So the contracts.
All of that.
Yeah.
But do you know what the maddest thing is? Yeah? They were on the fence with certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah? And then all of a sudden, boom, they've signed Genius Crew.
Yeah.
We were the first crew to be signed.
No way. Well, let me have that for that. Flyby, how did it sort of go? So you've done the tune, you know, you're obviously, so you're newbie in the game, but you're in the game already. So you've sort of got a bit of a head start. You can sort of get, you know, was it a lot, would you say, because in Flybys and Boom 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 Selection, they're still tracks you hear in clubs. Doesn't matter, if you're a garage night, they're going to get played, yeah?
100.
Do you know what I mean? And how was the process from there? Did it sort of, was it wildfire? Did you have to make the promotion or did it take its own promotion?
It's still thinking about it now, like getting goosebumps.
Yeah.
But to make any record successful
Yeah.
has to come with support.
Yes.
And
Yes.
the reason why that tune is still popular today is because the DJs supported us.
Yeah.
And playing it so much in the clubs, the forefront of the clubs, like as we spoke about earlier on, your Colosseums and the big clubs,
the
gas
mega
clubs.
mix. The mega mix.
Yeah. That come later. But yeah, the process of the tune, just, mate, thinking about it now. Place it's been played.
Yeah.
And remember, to anyone watching now, especially the youngsters, we're talking about vinyl.
Yes.
This came out on vinyl.
No social media.
So yeah, you know, it weren't. It was a different.
And literally sell and return.
Like, imagine like, if it was like
Now.
Instagram these days or TikTok these days.
It'd be an extra 30 mil.
Like they would be on mad millions of views and that. It was nuts.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane.
These guys had it harder because the formula now, someone could become famous without leaving their bedroom.
Yeah.
So they can literally go bang, bang and go all overnight celebrity.
Bro, people don't understand. Like, imagine I was pressing up, I produced as well.
Yeah.
Yeah? So I was pressing up records from way before Genius Crew.
Yeah.
I was pressing up records,
That one
and
shit.
I was going down and checking, you know, Leon, God rest his soul.
Yeah.
I was
Music House.
Music House.
Yeah, music
Pressing
house.
up dub plates,
Cutting dubs.
and selling records.
Yeah.
Selling records, to these record shops, and they're saying, all right, cool, well, You know what I mean? I'll give you, you know, £4 a piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then boom, you lick it
That's
down.
what
You get 6. You understand what I'm saying?
It was
yeah.
It was a hustle in its own right.
Yeah.
It was an education of hustle.
And now I've even got tunes online, yeah, which I've got records for, yeah, actually. So guys, look out for it. I'm gonna start putting them back on the market.
Come on.
But like some of them are all like £30, £40 for a record, because it's nostalgic.
Yeah, and the link in it.
We'll put the link in the thing.
Come on, yeah, you get me.
Voice record.
If you don't talk, if you don't ask, you don't know.
Yes.
Same thing, like, it was like record deal come out and then you're suiting it and I went to sign it and like I was only 17 and my mate went, no, music lawyers and all that. Like he's come back with these big red lines around certain things.
Yeah.
Like you'd be surprised, wouldn't you?
Of course.
Yeah. Publishing, you know, I always say get your publishing, own your publishing first and foremost, yeah, and make sure you get proper insights to your contracts if you're at that level right now. So
100%, yeah.
So I'm going to delve into this a little bit more, and then we're going to sort of go a little bit back.
Yeah.
So from then, the tune's out, and it's still wildfire. What is the formula? Is it waves of energy? Is it tones of a tune, or is it?
I'm gonna be real with you.
likability?
I'm gonna be real with you. You see, the formula comes from the abyss.
The
Yeah.
abyss.
So remember, you see the universe, yeah?
So you have to make
it gives you an endless supply,
Yeah.
of creativity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laws of attraction.
Yeah, so you see when it comes down, yeah, and you're linked to it and you're able to manifest and translate
Yeah.
in a because you know what can happen? Yeah, you could, if you're not in the right mind space,
Yeah.
you could translate that and it's all about you.
That is
It's
beautiful.
not all about the people.
Yeah.
But then if you're in the right mind space, then you're gonna do something that gravitates.
Yeah.
And it gravitates to the people.
But Fizzy, hold that thought. Is it belief then? So is it belief?
You know what? Yeah,
Is it
definitely. Belief and being connected. Because I feel like it's just a connection thing. Like if you're connected, obviously there is technical ability that is involved.
You believe in sparks, yeah?
Yeah.
And you wasn't meant to be in that studio that day, yeah?
I'll give you my humbled, honest opinion.
What was meant to happen?
When we made that record,
Yep.
it was just excitement. It was just fun.
Yeah.
We didn't make that record to rely on any form of success.
Yeah.
It was just a project.
Yeah.
And music is an expression.
Yeah.
Energy, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact I can sit here today and have seen it. We
years was
made this record in 1999,
99.
right? That's 24 years ago.
24 years. And boom selection.
Wait,
How many years was it like?
it's about the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same time.
So think about it realistically,
Yeah.
right? We made this tune in 1999, and the record still gets played
Yeah.
a lot now.
Yeah.
Now,
Do you still enjoy performing it like you did before?
as I said, I still get goosebumps from
Wow.
it. I still get good, and if I put just as much energy into it now
Yeah, 'cause it's-
as I did then. We're so proud of it. It's like,
Yeah.
because we were a lot younger then, of course. It's like
Yeah.
a little baby to me, and it's still,
To nurturing it.
it's had its growth, nurturing it,
Yeah.
proud of it. Whenever you mention, a lot of people, if you mention the name MC Kie, you'll straight away think of Sparks,
I know.
and they'll reference Flyby.
Yeah.
So it kind of catapulted me into,
Say Sparks and Five, didn't you?
yeah, it catapulted me and Sparks
It's mad.
into like becoming higher up on flyers.
Yeah.
It was significant.
Even before I knew Kai,
Yeah,
I used to make DJs pull up that thing.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because they're on a rave, and I'm with my ones, I'm making sure you got to pull it up. Pull up. You get me?
No, that's in the song. But you know what's interesting as well? And again, I speak on behalf of the masses because we can't just speak about myself or Sparks.
Yeah.
There are people out there that also, that tune's not their cup of tea.
There's always
Fact.
gonna be. There's always gonna be.
But you see me, I'm a realist.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here in front of the camera and make out that that's everyone's favourite song. And that's the beauty of music.
But if it's more 90 to 10%, then it's a winner. It's a winning formula.
Well, that's
Because if it's... you can't please everyone. My dad always say to me, son, you can't please everyone.
Yeah, and I used to hear the same thing.
Majority of them.
Yeah, I think
If the balance is overly, pros and cons, the pros are well outweighing the cons.
Yeah.
what we wanted to do was become a highlight. Honestly, see me and Sparks, we love Mobb Deep.
Yeah,
Right? We love Mobb Deep. We love Wu-Tang. So this track for us was like representing as two guys rolling around the place, picking mics up, partying with people, and having that UK double up. Sparks and Kai. We got the flyby track. Do you know what it is? One big regret. I wish we'd done more. I wish I could sit here now and say we're sitting on 1, 2, 3 albums worth of material.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah?
Does it feel it must do to have, you know, your Cold D, your friend R.I.P. against the Sparks? But every time you film it, it's the goose. You said the goosebumps, the feeling. Is it? Do you feel him there? Do you? Is his energy there with you? Do you have this? My best friend passed away, but I feel his energy time to time.
Yeah, no, bless your best friend as well. You know what I mean?
You know, and their energies, you know, never let their name die. Yeah, they let their name die in vain, and then their legacy.
The legacy on and on and on.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
The energy will, without a shadow of a doubt, always remain. Because remember, we're going back to back, bar for bar, laying down 16 bars throughout the track. The chorus we've doubled up on. Half the time the crowd is singing this song on our behalf.
It's like 8 bars, 8 fours, you do 4s. So it's a different mashup. But back then it was verse, chorus. That's the format it was.
Yeah.
And then, but you change it as well. Genius Crew, the same thing. The melodic melodies are not straight garage. They've got, you can see the love of hip hop.
Yeah, we've done the 8s at the end. Yeah.
The genres, but we still represent our sound.
Yeah, definitely. You know what? It's just interesting, real quick, that I always got to remember this, because you know, sometimes it gets overlooked. But another tune that people always tell me, raw, why do you never talk about Course, bruv?
Course, bruv was a tune.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's decent.
Yeah. That chart. Yeah, that chart is...
That's decent.
It's the hardest.
No, do you know what? Yeah, let me tell you this.
On the last podcast.
Yeah.
And I've watched him on big shows of him, watched him all over, and he's got about 1,000 tunes. But I want to hear, oi.
Yeah.
Let me tell you the madness. Yeah. All right, now let's get deep, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, basically, Course, bruv, would have been a bigger track.
Yeah.
All right?
If it come out first.
But there was problems, with distribution.
No way.
Wow.
And it was put in the wrong stores. So stores that had pre-ordered it.
No way.
Yeah, bro. This is what happened with the physical.
HMVs and all them.
You know what? I'm gonna allow certain people, but they know who they are. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But at the same time,
Was it bad minding?
at the same, no. Do you know what? Yeah. Remember. Like, people were still finding their feet. They were trying to understand this whole scene, how it worked.
Yeah.
And, you know, majors were getting involved, but they didn't really understand the underground. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So when you start getting involved in trying to do things that the underground are doing, then it's a learning curve, isn't it? So I just take it as, do you know what, it's a learning curve. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Like, they ain't no different from me and you. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's just like people in a room that have got extra power, that understand and got extra resources, that are still trying to ting.
Yeah.
And that's what we forget. Do you understand what I'm saying? We forget that these guys are here, they're trying to ting, innit?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So, like...
That's interesting.
You know?
Do you ever walk around this stage, quick one, do you ever walk around this Sainsbury's and someone shout out, you know, like your chorus? Is
this guy psychic? Bro, listen, I was in Sainsbury's last week.
Yeah.
No joke, and I can make a phone call right now. Yeah. And I was literally on the phone, I was like, yo, I said it's time for action. And then
That's me.
she's gone, all right, Fizzy, I watch your TV show, MC Fizzy Freestyle Challenge. And then the next woman was like, at the counter, who are you? She was like, who are you? She's like, who are you then?
Yeah.
She was like, everybody, she said, all these people talking to you, are you famous? I was like, nah, I'm just a humble guy.
Excuse me, but was it a flyby?
No, I was going to say, you know, what you're doing is quality, and the station here is quality. And I think being the position that we are in the industry, class as veterans with experience, people from all ages are watching this right now. And one of the key things is what someone would consider to be, or class as, a success.
Yeah.
Right? Now, what would you class as a success?
Oh,
do you know what I'm saying?
That's a great question. And I personally think is
educate the young generation.
I'm always here to educate. So that word
You do a lot, though.
I do a lot. I do a lot of stuff. I'll tell you about them. No, but
later on.
yeah, I want to.
Yeah.
This. So what I'm saying is, you don't want to be asking people to go into a studio, make a banger, putting pressure on people.
Yeah, no, you're right.
For me to complete a record, and you love that, it's already a success.
Yes.
Amongst you, your producer,
100%.
you know, people in the studio adding input.
That's beautiful.
You know, people playing strict pianos, this and that.
Of course.
The fact you finished that record is a success.
But that's
where
our
it
attitude.
goes
That's our attitude.
is a Brucey bonus.
But that was our attitude as well.
Taking you both. Where's the furthest you say an island you want people to be listening to it, or a place in the world? You know, you've gone. What they want us to come out here?
No, I've had messages from Africa. I didn't know that the track. I didn't even know Gary existed over there.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The furthest, we could be sitting here for hours.
You've gone Australia.
Yeah, I've been to Australia. The closest was the most important thing to me.
Oh, bless you.
And my mum riding with me.
Oh, bless you.
You know, riding with me. So,
Come on.
right. From day dot, allowing me to use a bit like this scenario, the garage facilities, accommodating what my dream was.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah, man.
And from when I made Mumsy proud,
That was it.
I'm set.
That's it.
I'm set.
100%.
I'm set.
That's it.
100%.
That's it.
Morally.
Morally.
You know what?
That's and again, back to what I'm saying about success, I made my mum proud.
Oh, bless
Yeah.
you.
And that's more than enough for
That is
me
special then.
to share with my children, because you're just setting the right goals and it's not pressure. Music's fun, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Music's about excitement, expression.
100%.
to
100%.
do that. And you guys, like I was saying to Ozzy as well, he said he went college before I come out, and he said he couldn't even finish college. Was it like that? Straight music. That's it now. You can't. You ain't got
Bro,
time.
what you got to remember when we was doing music, like I'm probably like the only person who looks like me, on my block that has got that sort of success.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, literally, man is feeling like a megastar on the block.
That's lovely.
But it's about the humbleness, though.
And you conduct
And I've
yourself.
always, how you conduct yourself. Like, I could go around what people classify as the gang
Yeah.
and still keep that kind of mellow energy.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? If people ask me about something, I'm like, do you know what? I'm not really talking about this right now. I'm just outside with everyone. Like,
Do they respect that?
you know what I'm saying?
Do they respect that because they're still looking after, being there for you and being your area, but they still want to know that you're still repping your ends?
Whether you respect it or not, that may not come to you firsthand.
Yeah.
But man has never disrespected me, so it means the respect was there.
Yeah, good.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? So it's like, they might say it like when you're not there, like, "Rah, them man always come, he's still around."
Yeah.
Like, he's always been around. Like, he hasn't changed. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And it's only when you get a bit older, people say, "Yeah, like, you've always been the same." Like, you get what I'm saying?
I think, do you know what? Like, people say to me, "Why you got so many friends, Benny?" And I say, "Because I never told your stories. I never told you. Told me something in confidence."
Yeah.
So that's why if you tell me something, you're like, "God, I've had this today," and you know, blah blah, and he's getting on the phone going, "You know what happened to Johnny?" Blah blah blah. Like, you know, the telltellers. You know,
Absolutely.
The man tells me something in confidence, it stays like that. I'll take it to my grave.
I feel that's how you survive.
Yes.
That's how you survive in the hood. That is the real talk.
Yeah.
100%.
You know, but let me tell you, the most bad, the defined badness, or the most people that are active, I'll say, doing their things, they might, you know, be out here, out there, but they're the most humblest and lovely people.
Definitely.
So it's all good and bad, and it doesn't matter, you know, it's just, you know, if you project, my energy is always pure.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
And that's, and if you meant bad intentions and you was a person that spoke behind man's back, it might not be today, might not be tomorrow,
karma.
might not be a month from now, it might be 3 years, but I'm gonna find out that you done that because I keep myself pure.
Yeah.
And when I talk about people, I keep it real. Like, it's not gonna be like, I'm like, Rod, them man, they should do this and sort themselves out because that's not the attitude that they should come with.
Stay in your
That's, do you get me? So let me big up, do you know who taught me that? Let me big up my gran, It was 100th birthday. There's a 100th birthday yesterday, last night.
Check it out.
Birthday.
It's 100 years.
That's incredible.
But you know what? I think it's meant to come from the king now, but I've got. Yeah, I'm gonna try and find out where I go on. I'm gonna find out where I go on. I'm gonna find out.
That's incredible, you know.
Stand up to there, but I want these. I'm going to ask 5 questions, and we're going to keep the questions quite quick, you know, answers and that. But I think they need to know this, and then we're going to go into the music. First one is, what inspired you to pursue a career in music, and what has been some of the biggest challenges you have faced along the way?
My inspiration for music, mum and dad.
Yeah.
Dad used to just sit there with his headphones on, listening to certain radio stations, taping it on the TDK packs, and and he old school headphones and just bopping his head and loving like reggae music, Motown music, you know, rare grooves. But then, because of my age, jungle music was around, so I've gone from understanding what I feel is some of the best music ever made.
Yeah, that's great.
But then when it comes to the clubbing side of things, the jungle thing, and then I went out one night and I saw Brocky, Det, Skibbity, R.I.P. Skibbity. Love you, bro.
Come on.
I had
R.I.P. Skibber.
yeah.
Trust me. We gotta say, and we gotta say, Jason K. We can't forget Jason K.
the Fool of Soldiers.
The Fallen Soldiers, man. These are, you know, iconic big figures in our growth of music.
Absolutely.
100%.
The backbone.
A huge part.
Yeah, so you know that's the inspiration there, right there at home.
Hardest challenges you face in it as well.
Hardest challenges.
People that do music, let's be real, where it's not a 9 to 5 lifestyle, is it? Yeah. You got most evenings you're out, so you've got to plan things daytime. If you're doing a kids thing, you've got to work around your music. If you've got these bookings, so it's for me that's probably trying to balance.
The life we live in now, and it's been for many a year. Life isn't easy. You know that yourself. I'm someone. I love a challenge.
Yeah.
I love grafting.
Good.
I love grafting. So for me, I just overcome situations, and you know, when things are tough and hard and difficult and don't go your way, it's about communicating and understanding. It may not always go your way. Talking. So you know, it's never always been. It never will be easy or simple.
No, it never is. Like saying,
all industries are tough and hard, but one thing is, I'm a man that's got a great deal of experience now. Yeah. And I feel that's priceless. You know what I'm saying?
Fizzy?
Where?
What got you in music? And then what has been the hardest? Let me go recap on the question.
So
what has been what inspired you to pursue a career in music, and what has been some of the biggest challenges you have faced along the way?
So back to like Beanie Man and Bounty Killer. When I saw that clash, I was like, and I saw the crowd come out, and they were like spraying like Lynx cans and lighters and just making do with everything that they had around them. It was just like, what are you lot doing? Like, this is all crazy. But the people were loving it.
Culture.
It was a hype, and you could just, it was, you know, like, remember like WWF, and you have like WrestleMania, and everyone's sitting down for that. It's active. It's the main event. And you weren't even allowed that. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, bro.
The main event.
It gave me that vibe, innit? Yeah. So because it had that vibe, I was all over it. I was like, do you know what? This is what I would like to bring to a crowd one day, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? And for me, that's what it was about. It was just to bring that energy and bring that level of vibes, you know, to people, bro. Yeah. And in terms of challenges, bro, like I wanna send a message here to all artists right now. Like, don't act like you're making P. Like, don't act like you're making big money.
Why they do that though?
Well, it's
perception.
It's an illusion. Yeah, it's an illusion. Perception, exactly. Yeah. So like, let's not act like you're making P. Let's keep it very pure. Yeah. Make the music. Yeah. And be creative with your ideas. You don't necessarily have to have on that big chain, cars, big watches. You will get there. Yeah. But you have to be creative. Yeah. The more creative you are, is the more interested people will be in your ideas. Like just think about what attracts people.
I'll say this to the man in my studio. I go to him. Is it the £200 trainers or is it studio time?
You see what I'm saying? 100%.
So when the man are coming in, I'm going, what? We booked you in and you didn't turn up, but you got them £400 trainers on your feet. Yeah. You're not serious about music.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Definitely.
I got plimsolls back in the day. From school if I had to. Do you know what I mean?
But look, what's gonna really catch your eye? A man walking in there, with jewels or someone that's mad creative and he's got some mad fashion design on that you've never seen before, bro.
Energies, I think.
Yeah, you'll see the jewels and then it's over in your head. Like, you've seen it before. Do you understand what I'm saying? But then that you'll see a different kind of energy, be like, rah, what's my man on? Like, it's a bit different. It gives you a talking point. But we're gonna go, how much was your rollie? How much was my rollie? We're gonna have a conversation and it's over.
We can't pay for a cab home.
Yeah, and you got exactly.
You know what I mean? You get stuck at the bus stops.
This is what I'm trying to say. So like people have to try and just be a bit more realistic with what's around them.
Taking that as well. Do you see a lot of perception, like you said, people should be? Tell them right now, they're starting out. That's the business to my next question, yeah. So, what advice would you give to an aspiring musician when they're starting out, and what do you think are the key skills and qualities that is needed to succeed in the music industry? So they're starting out now. They're looking at us now. You're seeing
starting out,
but they don't know about the hard work, do they? They don't know the graft. They don't know the sacrifice.
So this was because this whole thing, as I said, we could sit here for hours.
Yeah.
It comes with a lot of graft. And remember, I'm talking about. I went up to pirate radio stations 7 days a week. Wow. Sometimes I did 3 shows a day, and I loved it.
Yeah.
But you're talking about not getting much sleep.
Yeah.
Getting like jeopardizing getting to work on time.
Trust me.
This was sheer graft and dedication, devoted. How much you love it, how much you want it. Yeah. So the answer to your question for anyone, you see, I'm a man that don't judge. Everybody has their own ways and styles of doing things. I think what's nice is being unique, being real. Yeah. But when you're in an industry, and it's not just music, sometimes you've got to tweak things and do stuff that you're not really comfortable doing that might get you over that last hurdle. Yeah. Yeah. But do you feel pure about that? Yeah. That's the question you have to ask certain individuals. So I don't like to judge people. It's just a shame. We've seen many different Tom, Dicks and Harrys and the way that they carry themselves and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, I want everyone to be successful. I want everyone to eat. I want everyone to win, because if they're winning, I'm winning.
It's lovely.
It's not about. It's not.
That's inspired me. I'll be cutting that in my memes.
Well, the thing is though.
You know, that's lovely. So that's lovely. Just I look at that. I always say to people, I never hate a man. Never hate a person. Yeah, if I see them, I support them. And the problem you probably know, and probably what I've got, and I'm not saying no names, I've never thrown no names out, is your coaches don't support you, innit?
Well, that's a whole different question. That's a whole different question.
No, I was in hospital. God bless my little Frankie, and he was really ill. He had diabetes, diagnosed with diabetes.
God bless Frankie.
And I had people, and he's a client of Frankie's. He's got KIE at the end. I remember that, all right?
Wow.
So I had people, I had 2 people that follow me, always tune in. They go, can I send him a get well card? Yeah. And I'm like, send my son a get well card. And I was like, I'm like, some of his godfathers didn't even come down to the hospital. But when I got back to my studio, I had 2 beautiful cards, and I showed you like, thank you.
That's lovely, isn't it? It's lovely.
Get well, and if you're listening to my music and you're feeling my soul, and you want to send that to me, I made it, man. I made it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So anybody starting off, right? Yeah. It comes with just
a graft.
It's being prepared to work hard. Yeah. Being creative. Yeah. Yeah, that creativity will spike up a few more ears. Networking's a key thing. And I'll tell you something that is real key. Punctuality. Getting to places on time, and then the respect is up there. Yeah. Because if you miss or you're late for a certain appointment, you're already kicked out the door from the basis of the person's...
Well, I paid for this time and you got here, blah, blah.
Well, that depends who you are. I hope that wasn't a shot at me.
No. So, listen.
Well, you don't have to be late then.
I had a flat tyre.
But listen, whatever you're doing, do it with a pure heart and do it with excitement. Don't go into these projects taking it overly serious, feeling under pressure, feeling like you owe anybody anything. And if you make music with people, seek the right advice, as you mentioned. Yeah. Because then it starts to get serious. You've gone from practicing into a real game, and they're 2 completely different.
Yeah, no, I agree. Keep it real as well. Yeah. Keep it real, because at the end of the day, there's going to be a point where you're not comfortable with yourself and you're going to be questioning yourself in the mirror.
Yeah.
And you don't want to go down a big road to go to that road and then have to. It's a bit mad. So just keep it real. Just be honest with your feelings and your tracks.
Can you sell yourself short?
You can sell yourself short if you're not being real.
But being real.
Yeah, if you're not being real to yourself, you can sell yourself short. Because that's the only person who's going to end up questioning you.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And this is the truth. It's a crocodile pit.
Yeah.
There's some real nasty individuals out there. Yeah. So prepare for the storms. Research.
Yes.
So you know what's coming at you before it's even hit you.
100%.
And these things just deflect you, and you stand on your 2 feet firm because you're knowledgeable.
Yeah.
And if you're respected and reputable, it all fits into one.
Yeah.
And you're just cruising.
And you've got to think about.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, then my name
And you got to think about people who talk a good game as well.
Oh, my name.
You understand what I'm saying?
Tomo.
People talk a good game, so you've got to be aware
That's what I'm saying. You've got to
of
be wise.
the people that talk a good game as well, because you can get
Fall right into
hear the maddest things, and different. Your heart's different.
You're misled.
But they're reading some different books.
Yeah.
So the books that they're reading says, do you know what? Be smart, be clever, F you over.
Yeah.
And your thing's like, but my heart's coming from a pure thing.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? So you got
But you
to
can't
be.
change your colours either.
No.
I've seen houses, they go, you can't change your colour. You are.
Listen to this now, because Tomo is off camera. And he just came into the conversation because he's a Don.
Yes.
And he said sometimes he's too nice.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why you're too nice. Because you were raised very well.
Well, yeah.
Credit
This is it.
to your parents, soldier.
That's what it is, man.
Hey, do you know what?
Simple as that.
One parent.
Yeah.
One parent.
Have a shout, Mumsy, yeah?
Innit?
Respect to that.
Can I say something to that? And I said,
Respect to that, Mumsy.
in episode 2,
Fact.
my nan, God rest my nan, Reggie, she's a realist, Don, she used to say to me, Benny, you wear your pants, you wear your heart in your pants. It's heart in your sleeve. That's close to her. What do you mean, Nan?
I like that. Hey, I like that quote.
Onion balls. So I wear it on my sleeve. It's on the outside, isn't it?
Yes.
Your pants are underneath. But she said to me, but the right people will appreciate you from time to time.
Yeah.
So stop being you.
Whoa.
Do you know what I mean?
And I was going to say,
Nan's
to
always-
top up your point as well, you will always win in the end.
You're likable. People will always like and love you.
Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you might think, raw, okay, people are judging me or treating me a certain way because I'm too nice.
Yeah.
But then once you learn how to amalgamate the two, but still have your defense mechanisms, but then you're nice around the real people, but you haven't changed your energy. You just know who to be nice to.
It's a nice thought, though. It's quite satisfying from your point of view, because I think you're referring to people taking advantage of you a lot of the time. Now, check this out. Flip it round. You've obviously got a lot going for you, for people to want to come and take advantage of you.
Exactly, yeah.
So it's all, all that.
Yeah.
Them ruthless moves there.
Do you know what? Do you know what's a great saying? You can actually make monsters.
Hello.
What I mean by that, yeah?
Hello.
You can. So, we're on the half past mark. We've got 2 more questions, and it's simple. Time ask them.
What's the time, by the way?
Half past. So we're going to go last question, yeah?
Okay.
How would your legacy to be remembered? And sum yourself both in 3 words, and that's it, and we're done. Episode 4. How would your legacy to be remembered? You know, your music's going to outlive us all, yeah? This is...
How would you like to be remembered?
And sum yourself up in 3 words. Whoever wants to go first.
I'm thinking about that.
I'll let Pat go first. Still.
It's a really interesting question, because you don't want to come across really arrogant and you know, self-absorbed and putting something out there. I'll leave that into the hands of the people.
That's nice.
How I would like to be remembered.
That's nice. So in the group now, ask that question, yeah?
You know, because you've just thrown that on me.
Yeah.
I'm very careful with words, and I'll come back to you on that in a different way, right? But
it's a hard question, because for me, it's every stone unturned.
Yeah. But the three
Everything job in it you can do.
3 words, though, without a shadow of a doubt, is Respect, respect.
That's one.
Respect, because it works both ways, right? Respect. Honourable. And love, because love wins, man. You know what I mean?
Legacy, and last. Sum yourself up with 3 words. That was wicked, man.
No, love, bro. Come on.
Best interviews ever, must be.
Just
Definitely.
Like, everyone fights each other now. It's like it's a joke. We should all be as one. When it comes to music, we should bring everyone together, man. We all love music.
That's what you do, though. That's one thing you do is very inspirational for you, Tomo, because you've got the platform that brings DJs and MCs. You've got frisky DJs.
And
That says a lot.
you know how to bring people together. You know how to bring people together. You got that mindset. You get me? It's a good mindset, but not everybody has it.
One will be holds back, everyone's back, but
Yeah. No, I feel you. So you see, my thing is this, yeah. I would say that I'm remembered for helping and inspiring people.
Beautiful.
Because, you know, my legacy ain't about me. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
But when you see my drive, my drive is about the other people.
You man are always working.
Yeah, that's it.
I get energy of you lot.
It comes from somewhere deeper.
I feel your energy. I'm like, he's out again, he's eating it. He's in another country. Guys like saying, and they've still got families. You've still got wives, girlfriends, people to support. And you've got that balance is very... It's not for the faint-hearted, let's be real.
If it was for me...
It's not for the faint-hearted, I'm real people.
100%, it's serious. If it was just for me, I don't think that I would put in as much work as I do. But I've got visions of feeding the roads, like feeding my people.
That's lovely.
Feeding, do you understand? Everybody that's been around me, the mothers of those people that have been suffering. Do you understand what I'm saying? I've got visions and I know that's what I'm going to do. It's not what I want to do, it's what I'm going to do. Do you understand? So there's a difference between want and doing.
Yeah.
You understand? It's already, in my head, I've already made those steps.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So everything that I've said before, it manifested. So why do I have to be in a state of mind now to think that, okay, I'm not going to be able to do that? Because everything that I've thought about has manifested. So guess what?
Yeah.
This is what I will do for my people and the people around me. End of story.
That's lovely.
You know what as well, Ben, as well, again, because these podcast things blow up and get out there and inspiring people. Remember, I'm still a lad.
Dude, that is sorry. My Instagram's Fizzy _ Don. Fizzy _ Don is my Instagram.
Remember, check this out. I'm still a lad with emotions.
I know.
And we
don't grow up.
We're just normal people.
Yeah.
We're in the music game. That's just something we love to do. But take the music out of the equation.
Yeah.
Talk to me about anything.
Yeah.
I get sad at times.
Yeah.
You know, there's things that play on my mind. I go through highs and lows in life, and that's what we are. We're all humans.
Yeah.
I could be in a pub. I could be in a pub. I don't want anyone from the other side of the room thinking, "Oh, there's Kai. I wonder if I could ask it for a quick chat or photo."
Yeah.
Come and join me.
Yeah.
Like I'm any lad.
No, that's the worst thing you can do to us.
I will talk to you.
No, that's true though.
I will talk to you.
The worst thing you can do to man is go like that. Fizzy just come in. The best thing you can do is just be human.
Yeah. But there is...
Because that just makes man comfortable. I'm going to get an opportunity to know who you are. It's just, it's simple maths for me, innit?
People feel you uncomfortable, Lewis, or think because, like you said, someone shout out and go because of that. You're saying approach me, come say hello. Don't not say.
You can do the shouting at the beginning, because like me, like I get that urge. Like if I like an artist, I'm gonna go, yo, that tune there, da 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 da.
That's you made it. That's you made it.
Yeah.
To be well renowned and be recognised in the streets and someone shout your name, to me, I'll be like,
Yeah. Benny though, Benny.
Yeah. But it's what comes after that, innit? Remember what comes after that. If the humbleness comes after that, then for me, that's cool. But if that energy continues, then it's a bit like...
Yeah. Check this out, though.
Mad.
Remember what I said? Remember what I said to my point? I want people to feel like there's one platform here and another one up there.
Yeah.
People have no right to speak to people like they're speaking down to them. Everyone's equal.
Yeah, lovely.
My point was about the fact that people are referring to Flyby being successful. Why was it successful? Because the DJs and the people who purchased the record. So who owes who the thank you?
Yeah,
who are you to...
I'm saying thank you to the people who supported 100%. The record that made my name kind of what it is today.
You're bigger than your brand's bigger than your acting.
Yeah, but if anyone owes anyone to thank you, I'm thanking the people. But people think they need to thank me. It's completely the other way around.
That's the rule.
But it works both ways.
Earlier, the music lives on.
Yeah.
You do not live as long as the music. So that gives you an opportunity to see, if you're a visionary, to see that it's not all about you.
Do you think aliens listen to the garage?
Yeah.
Do you know
Let's hope so.
Wait, that's what I'm saying.
I'll tell you what, the next
I can see the alien do the gun finger scan still. You get me? You can see it.
We've got to shout out, you've got a tune that's out at the moment, Fabian Dubs.
Yeah, represent. Yeah, it's coming out on the 7th. It's coming out on the 7th.
Can we play it in a minute?
Please.
Yeah, wicked, man.
Let's do a little play of it. Would you
Wait, just let it play.
play it and you guys can have a
We're just
shout out.
double to it, you get me?
Yeah, we'll come back and smash a PA though.
So the last one, because we're going to go into the music now and grab the mic. I mean, the fate of them people.
And you know what?
100%.
Studio massive, sound technician, cameraman, Don,
Big up.
camera team in here, everyone here. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Sincerely.
Bob, let me say thank
Sincerely.
you. These are bad boy hosts. Yeah. Hey, thank you. I've got my own TV show, yeah? And I don't like people interviewing me, but you see how he smashed it?
Hey, big man.
Yeah?
Listen.
No.
You can't be coming on man's podcast trying to take my host for your team.
You know what? You know what?
Yeah, we'll do so.
It's too late. It's too late.
No, respect, yeah.
Hey, the t-shirt's going on.
Come on, bro.
Where we going? Fly by was a hit, and it's about time. I wrote a brand new script.
Let's go.
The tip, my lip, a full-blown clip. Time to get into it quick. Flying high,
What?
flying low.
Whoa.
T, the O, the M to the O.
Whoa,
Let the
whoa.
beat roll. Ready, get set, let's go like whoa.
Love on the radio.
Cracking. I see flow.
Slow. What?
Yo, how far can I go? Just don't go. It's on top.
Thank you very much, my G. Listen, right now we got a big up Scott Garcia. Trust me, this one is out right now on Scott Garcia's album. You done know, yeah? This is a mad thing. Invest.
Tell him man get the cake up.
What?
My bust down is a Jacob. No time for these haters and infiltrators, contaminators. Keep grinding, skirt in the Aston Martin. I'm too blessed to be stressed, and my bad beat shaped like a violin. I wanna invest. I wanna invest. All I need is the business. All I need is the
What?
I wanna invest.
What we telling them? Come on, who's it
Sexy gal named
shaped like a violin. Back to the shoulder. What? What we telling them? Yo, stepped in looking like a billion. Tell them. All eyes on me like my name's Tupac. Who can never do it like that? Coming like that, cause I do it like Max. I got commitment issues fast, but this thing got me spending racks. Hey, I wanna invest. All I need is the realness. I wanna invest. I wanna invest like that. Coming like that, cause I do it like Max. I got commitment.